Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be working back on rails here today. I've got something that I've got to wire up and put on the truck that I've made. And then also got to show you guys, as I promised, a paint reveal on the truck. So we're fixing to get into that. All right, so today, like I said, I've got something that I've made to put on rails. So I'm gonna show that to you guys really quick. I was able to make this in my welding class at school. I'm super tickled with how it turned out. I've made a washer fluid tank here out of aluminum. I TIG welded it all together. It turned out super nice. I'm really like how it turned out. I've got to polish it tonight, and then we're gonna be sticking this on the truck. So what I've got here is I've got the tank here. We still got to drill some holes in the tabs here for to bolt up to the inner fender there. And I've got a pump somewhere if I can find it. I think it's over here. Right here, yep. And I've got a external pump here. If it'll come out of the plastic. There we go. I've got an external pump here. This just bolts right up to the firewall here. And the kit I've got, it's got all the wiring there with it. So I will have to wire up a pump. But under the hood of the truck here, I'll show you guys. Under the hood of the truck here, where the tank did go right here, I have got the factory switch here. So I just have to figure out which one of these is hot, which is ground. Wire the 2-wire plug, because it's just a 2-wire plug on the new pump. Just have to wire it in straight there, because like I said, it comes with a pigtail, and then we'll be plugging it in. And then on my tank here, all it does is I just got a nipple here. It comes out the side. It's got to run this hose, cut it to length, run it to the pump. My plan here is, I'll show you. So the nipple comes out on the bottom side towards the firewall. So I'm gonna bolt the tank up here in the original spot there, and then I'm gonna bolt the pump up back here, and then just run the hoses up to like up here on the firewall here where the vacuum line or the washer fluid lines here run to the sprayers. Have to get some new hoses for these guys here, and then it should work good as long as my switches work, which it should, because I put a new wiper switch in the truck. So hopefully, with everything working, we should be able to get it on tonight. So I'm gonna get to work on polishing it. What I've got to polish it with here is, if I still got any, I should have made sure I had that first. Yeah, right here. I've just got some Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. I don't know if you guys can see that there or not, but that's what I got. I've used it on several things before. Works great. If that doesn't work, which I'm sure it will work, but I've got some other stuff, I'm just gonna put a polishing wheel that I've got on a die grinder and use it to polish that down. It should work. If not, I may have to bust out the rags and polish it down, but hopefully not. So I'm gonna get to polishing this here, guys, and then I will come back once it's all prettied. Alright, so the die grinder here is not going to work for what I want to do. So Dad is gone to Walmart to try to figure out some other better way to polish this. He got it decent shiny, but not near as shiny as what I'd like. So he's gone, but while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get everything figured out for on the truck. So right here, we've got all my wires and pump and whatever. So like I said, it's just a 2-wire plug here, 2 wires here. Just gonna hook these into the old pump. So I've got to test the wires on the truck here, to figure out what's hot and what's ground. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead, before it gets dark out here, and reveal the patina to you guys. I'm sure you guys have already seen the short I posted, but just in case you missed it, gonna reveal the paint here. You can see here, the paint turned out super amazing. I was worried about the blue, but it turned out to work all right. And here, I'll show you the better side. You can see there. it is almost indistinguishable from the original. So while I'm waiting on that there while I'm waiting for Dad to get back with my polishing wheel, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out how to bolt all this up to the inner fender. I'm gonna go ahead and drill the holes in the tabs on the washer tank there and get my plug-in wired up on the truck. Okay, so I have figured out what is hot, what is ground. So here on my plug, my yellow wire here is hot, my black wire is ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that plug off and put the new plug on. Also, I have another idea for polishing this, since Walmart apparently doesn't sell buffing pads here where I live. So the pad thingy, this that I was using the other day to sop the water up on my truck with, I'm going to spray it, get it wet, and then use this to polish the tank instead of the buffing wheel thing that I had. And then after I get that done, I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm going to dry it off with like a regular old rag, and then hopefully that works. Okay, so it seems like that there is what we're gonna do, because that makes the tank really, really shiny there. You guys can see yourself there. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do on all the other sides of the tank there. And then after I get that there done, we'll be back on the truck wiring the plug up. Okay, so actually, I just thought of something. If I go ahead and wire the plug up, I don't know how long I need the wires. So it could be, you know, way out here, way in there. Don't know just yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go ahead and mount the tank and the pump first. So to do that, I gotta drill holes in these tabs here. And then I got to drill 2 holes in the inner fender for the pump. And then I'll go ahead and screw those on the truck and then come back to you guys. All right, so now I've got everything all finished under the hood here. Got my tank bolted to the inner fender. Got my pump back here with my lines, or my wires here run to there. So if I set you guys up here really quick, get there, then I get inside the truck, my key on, got my hose here, right here, and I hit the switch, water. So that's got our washer pump all fixed there. It looks super good underneath the hood of the truck there. Alright, so like I was saying there, I got everything here finished. So the only other thing I got left to do here is I've got to run my lines from my T here out to my sprayers. But I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow till I can get line, because I thought I had it, but I don't have it. So I will see you guys back here out here tomorrow and run my sprayer lines. Alright, so I'm back out here and I've got my hose here with me. The hose is a little bit big for the sprayers here, but to fix that, I've got zip ties I'm just gonna put around them to kind of act like a little clamp. It should work. So all I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna take off these old hoses here like that there, and just cut my new hose to length, and then get it all fixed up and ready to spray. All right, so I've got the tank there, and I got all my lines run there, all the way to that sprayer over there and to this sprayer here. So I've already tested it, and it does work. So I'll show you guys here what I'm working with. So you get inside the truck here and turn the key on there and turn the wipers on and spray. There you go. See, we now have sprayers. So that's what I was trying to fix there. And the tank under the hood there looks pretty good. So I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna wrap the video up there, guys. I wanna thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.